Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They've got his man complete. It's a gain of 34. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back up. On our heels.
Brings up second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
On second down, Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. They go play fake. Mahomes. Flushed out right. They complete it to Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15. San Francisco had contained him so well throughout the game because you know what it's like with Tyreek Hill. When he catches the ball, you better surround him or he'll break a big one. Finally does it at the key point, and that starts the comeback for Kansas City. Paved the way for the first of 3 KC touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
15. Hey, 43, 15.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
64, weak. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Double dog, that's the way. No, me. 57's Mike. Hey, 15. All day, defense, all day. Let's go, baby.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Alert. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm going to come back to you.
Now Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2
plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go one more. Hey, alert. Check 99. 22, check. Over. 22.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
56, right there. 56. Go. Check 13.
Here's Rashad Penny, 1st carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Line 90. 56. Push him back. Good guys, 4 down. 56 is the mic.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll try and run for it with Penny. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 25 yards to the house as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Showing up. Check. Sponge. No. Watch the other.
Williams Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
50 seconds. I got you. You got motion there. You got motion there right there. 36. Tight dog.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Williams. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Check. Slam. Shoot.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
24 is the mic. Rip right, rip right.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Not today, you are. 6-6. 24 is the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
24 is the mic. Squeeze, squeeze, double.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Myers' kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 50 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Come on.
On third down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
12 yards on the return that time, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 39, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's taken down inside the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
57. Hey, 43, 15.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
61.
From the 24, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
57, Mike 57. Who that? 57, Mike 57. Come on! I got you. 57,
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. On 2nd and 7, Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Hey, 0-0. Check.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Wilson to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Watch one. 24 is the mic. Let's go.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
Here comes to me, it's me. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
49.
On first down, Williams. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Chiefs on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Lights 57's right. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Hey, check my time.
Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 37 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now it's Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
24 is the mic. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 24 is the mic. Hey, pick your game up. 14. I don't think you got it, son. 24 is the mic. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Wilson will throw again. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Williams. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here I go.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, well, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy people loved it, right? Anybody who's going to touch the ball, gain yards, maybe put more points on the board, they're happy that they kept it and did that. So very interesting deal there, but I'm with you on that one. Maybe he just says, what the heck, we can't lose. Let's go ahead and keep.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. They're going to run it left. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Check 15. Check 15.
Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll keep it on the ground. Williams. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
80 weapon. Check 52.
Here we go with Williams. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Seal that. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 24 is the mic. Army. 24 is the mic.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
On 1st down, Wilson throwing middle, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Armani Watts. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Williams. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Going for it all. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. Runs over him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.